Welcome back to another video. I am the Grumpy Dad. For those who are new here, welcome to my channel. I know I got new people who are stumbling across and meet me on this channel, and I appreciate everybody who's new, and for those who have been my subscribers for a year now. So thank everybody for coming by. What we're going to discuss today is I had a question come in about ROIs. What do I look for in ROIs? I kind of mentioned it briefly on my video yesterday, and I wanted to get a little more deeper discussion with everybody. So we can talk about that just for a little bit. I just want to do a short video so I can see what some of the comments are. I also am planning on doing a poll on this YouTube channel and a poll on my Twitter X. Please, if y'all can, please go and like my Grumpy Dad 56 on Twitter. I need more subscribers. When I'm trying to talk to some of these projects that try to do demos and different things like that, not only do they look at my YouTube subscriptions, which I just reached over 16,000. Thank y'all very much again. I'm very humbled by that. Can't believe it, be honest with you. I never thought somebody would want to listen to an old fat guy about crypto, but they say they like my channel because I'm straight shooter and I don't sugarcoat things. Guess it's a Gen X thing. I don't know. But another thing they look at is also, and it kind of weighs heavily, is my Twitter or X page and the subscribers. I don't have not nearly like I do on the YouTube. So if anybody, can go, I have a link in the description below for Twitter X. If y'all can please go like that. We also have a Facebook page for D-Pin projects and for Wing Bits. Y'all can also check that there. So let's get on with this video. This video is brought to you by CB Synthetics. CB Synthetics is my side business that when I'm not messing with crypto, I'm also trying to run this. Amsoil is a very popular, top-notch synthetic lubricant, motor oil for motorcycles and all kinds of toys. So first thing to do is ask everybody to maybe give a thumbs up, hit the thumbs up button below. That really, really helps out the channel and any projects that we do talk about. That helps out the algorithm. So when people are looking up them things about those projects and stuff, algorithm for YouTube pushes that out. So I appreciate it. Before we even get started with any of that, I'd like to really take a step back, and I'd like to thank Bit Harvest Studios for another gift. If y'all caught my video 2-3 weeks ago when I was in Florida, I had my Grumpy Dad t-shirt on that they surprised me with. I was not expecting it at all, and it was a cool thing. I really enjoyed it. My wife and my daughter and my nieces got a huge kick out of it. They wanted it to be mass produced because they just thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And now I recently just got a hat. And if my camera wants to cooperate here, you can kind of see what it says, Grumpy Dad YouTube page. It does have the Bit Harvest logo on the side, and of course Wing Bits on the side, my two big projects. And of course, if y'all caught any of my videos about Wing Bits, I am the godfather of the golf. One of my, for those who have no idea what that means, with Wing Bits, we're trying to cover the sky, all the aircraft in the sky, and one of my goals was in the Gulf of Mexico, because I'm in South Louisiana, my goal was to get all points of the Gulf from Texas to the Mexico border, all the way to Florida. I wanted to have coverage in that whole Gulf and call myself the Gestapo or the Godfather of the Gulf. I recently achieved that sometime, I think in July, with a host station on both those locations, and I am now, I joke and say I'm the Godfather of the Gulf. But that is where that comes from. But I think it's a cool hat. Thank y'all. I've sent it to a couple of people, and I got people asking about getting hats now. I don't get it, but hey, who knows? We might make this whole Grumpy Dad a merchandising thing. Come up maybe with a little bit better logo or something. Change the YouTube page to YouTube channel or something. I don't tell you right now, I failed art in school. I have zero imagination. I got a ham channel, also website. that I had to get somebody to help me make, and it looks kindergarten at best because I just don't have that kind of art type of thing. So what is today's video about today? This was just a general conversation. I had somebody from a project, but he wasn't really talking about their project, but just in general. I'm always discussing in my Monday wrap-up videos about what projects we're in and stuff like that and what's going on with them. We always discuss ROIs, and he hears that a lot, and he's not the number one fan of the term ROI, just because he just believes that shouldn't be the measuring stone of how successful a project is. And I can understand that to a point, because once you get ROI, you know, you're continuously in the black to a point for forever after that point. But it also depends, you know, on the expenses and stuff like that. I joke around about helium. I know some of y'all sick of hearing this story, but helium, those helium miners, me and a buddy and another buddy got into it back probably 3-4 years ago now. Our first helium miner was $5,000 because they couldn't get them. And that's what they were selling for on eBay. I wasn't buying it by myself. My buddy and my other buddy, we all went in together. We were all kind of dabbling in crypto back then. And we got that miner within a week. And once it was set up, I'll never forget, it was like April that we got it. So we bought it in March, end of March, got it in April. We ROI'd in 17 days. That's right, $5,000. So once you did that, everything else was lagniappe. But where we messed up is we went and bought a whole bunch of more miners because we were going to be gazillionaires with islands and boats, and then we all know what happened to helium after that. I mean, we were able to get some profit out of it. Don't take it wrong, but you know, that ROI though made it a lot better. Where some people in helium have never seen an ROI. I got people right now asking me about multi-mining. We talk about a lot of deep end projects, and they ask about multi-mining, and I push them towards BitHarvest. There are some other third-party firmware out there, to be honest, like Crank and stuff like that. But they ask, you know, about what kind of device to put it on. I've always suggested putting it on a Le Potato. That's somebody, you know, y'all have seen my channel. Fluffy David is his name, but Fluffy has his own Bitcoin channel. He pushed me onto Le Potatoes because we couldn't get pies last year. And now they have a sweet potato out that has a little bit better RAM in it. And you can multi-mine like with BitHarvest, and I'm doing like 6, 7, 8 devices. But I got people who are still insisting on they don't want to use that. They want to use a helium device, whether it's the SenseCap, which I'm very fond of, or the MNTD gold spots or what, gold miners and stuff like that. But I try to tell them, when you do the math, right now a helium miner is making 30 cents a day, 27 cents a day. On a $150, $175 miner, which they're selling eBay for, it takes you like 500 days to ROI. To me, that's a little further out. So what do y'all base do y'all even worry about ROIs? If y'all are completely, you know, into a project, I talk about Chirp. I'm really, really into Chirp. I talk about Wingbits. Look, I got it on the side of a hat. That's how much I'm into Wingbits. I have no idea the ROI I'm gonna have on that. It cost me potatoes. It cost me, you know, SDRs. I got one right here for another project I'm working on. You know, this costs money. Antennas cost money. At some point, I got an ROI on that, but am I that concerned with it? Or do you know that, you know, that project Wingbits, because you know what's going on behind the scenes, you know it's going to be successful, so you're not that concerned with it. That's right now. Wingbits, for example, is allowing up to 2,000 self-built miners. They're at 1,800 right now, if my college math fails me or not. So you got 200, roughly 200 left, spots left. They could be filled in a week or two with the right kind of advertising, or it could take 2 months. Either way, after that, they are going to be selling their own miners. Now, they're not going to be making the miners. They're working on a deal right now with 1, maybe 2 or 3 manufacturers. But either way, if you want to get in Wingbits, you're going to have to pay for that miner. You also have to pay for a GPS dongle, some kind of dongle that's going to, you know, hook up into your miner and go to your roof to verify that you're not getting spoofed, which I love. We all know the problems in the past we've had with people spoofing miners and stuff like that. gaming the system. I love the idea, but it's going to cost money. Just, a lot of us are grandfathered in, so we don't have to worry about that. But if you didn't have a device set up by August 5th, you now have to pay for that GPS device. If you wait a month or two, you might not be able to bring your own device, and you might have to buy one of theirs. I have no idea what it's going to cost, but let's just say it costs $100, $150, $200, $75. You're still going to be concerned, or most people are going to be concerned, what's the ROI going to be? How long is that going to be? So that's my question to you is, I'm going to hear from y'all. How do y'all gauge that? Are y'all like me? If y'all feel like this project's going to be really good and it's only going to be $75 or $100, you're not concerned with the ROI. Hey, listen, right now in these days and times, I'm not going to make this political, but the other day I went to Raising Cane's. If y'all have Raising Cane's where y'all at, we went to the movies. We went and saw Deadpool, and great movie. But going to the movies, and each person, my wife, me, and my 2 teenage children, son and daughter, was $100 by itself. And listen, as my kids are older teenagers now, my son's 17, about to be 18, my daughter's 16, just turned 16. Y'all know me, I'm a very family-oriented person. So anytime I can spend together with all 4 of us together, which is very rare these days between sports and life, I'm doing it. But it still cost me $100. Then on the way home, we get Raising Cane's. We didn't want to go sit and eat anywhere. Lord knows how much that would have cost. But just to go to Raising Cane's, which is a fast food drive-through, like a Wendy's or something, that was like $60. My point I'm trying to make is that's $160 I spent. So some people will say, hey, I'll blow that on a weekend just eating and doing something with my family, so I'm not worried about ROI on that. Somebody who wants to go buy a chirp miner, even though I am in love with that project, I think that project is going to be great. But however, that chirp miner is $800+. Now, the chirp miner I have that I speak highly of, luckily, I was able to win my first miner. If y'all familiar with Tech Hustler had a contest going on where you show the device, or show a location where you potentially would put a device and I put that, hey, within a 2-mile radius, I had a major interstate, in a couple miles, I had major international airport, Mississippi River, and stuff like that. I got lucky that he was doing a contest like this, which was in conjunction with MonuBiz. MonuBiz is the one that set it up. I don't know how it all worked, but I still always have to give these 2 guys shout outs. I was very interested in the Chirp project, but between MonuBiz and with Tech Hustler, I was able to get a hold of a chirp miner. However, I've always made it no secret that I'm so hyped up on this project that I wanted to buy my miner that whenever they start selling NFTs again, because that's how they sell their miners. You buy the NFT, and when they're ready to ship, you cash NFT in for your miner, that I'm planning on buying my own NFT/miner. So with an $800 device, while I am in love with that project, you do have to wonder when or if you will get your ROI on that. Chirp, while I'm watching what they're doing, I like what they're involved in. I'm really not that concerned, even though I'm putting $800 down. And I've made it like no secret. I talk about on my Monday videos, a project like Demo. Demo was only $89. If you bought 3 miners, which I needed for 3 vehicles, they were $89 a piece plus the shipping. I wasn't that concerned with the shipping. But then when you go and you look at my spreadsheet on my Monday video and you look up Demo, I've been in Demo now for, exactly what's 288, 290 days, basically since the 1st of the month. I ordered these around Christmas. So here we are, almost 9 months later, and I still can't ROI on an $89 device. Now, is me not ROIing on the $89 device the end of the world? Absolutely not. Like I just said, I just told you what I spent, even though I don't have that kind of money laying around, but still, I don't want to go blow that kind of money. But as a measuring stick for somebody who's new to get into it, I want to make sure my viewers are aware that it might take you longer than 300 days. Now, again, bull run comes and this price goes back to what its high was a couple of months ago, which was 50 cents, well, you're looking great. But you always have to worry about that potential. But that's another subject, is when you're looking at ROI, do you look at what possibly that long-term coin or token price could be? You know, I've said over and over, starting a project right now, going to TGE, going to mainnet, you talk about Silencio, you talk about SoarChain, talk about Wingbits, these projects are going to mainnet at great times. You just had GeoNet not too long ago, Nadix. You just had some of these projects just go to mainnet. This is perfect timing because you have not had this hard bull run. Even if they come out that the bull run might not be as crazy and parabolic as it was in the past, you have some people saying that, you're still going to have them tokens go up. And I've always said even the chit crap coins go up in a bull market. So these that have legit good projects behind them, you're going to see some of that. So is it good to start accumulating this now? Are you willing to take more of a risk on equipment, knowing that, yeah, the token price might not be great, but hey, I'm accumulating stuff now, like Chirp and some of these other ones. I'm accumulating wings for Wingbits. I'm accumulating TSOR for SoarChain, Silencio, Grass, whatever, all these other ones. Knowing that I'm not that concerned with what the price is today, because a year from now, if we're in the middle of a bull market, it could be up there. So I'm not concerned with ROI. So I know I rambled on as long as usual. You're used to that by now on my channel, but tell me what y'all think. Tell me what y'all looking for in projects so I can let, some of these people know who are asking me. When y'all see my poll, I've sat 2 or 3 times down trying to figure out how to word my poll, and I just don't know how to I don't want to put a lot of options, but what I can't figure out is, like I said before, if you're buying a 35, I'm looking at a project right now people want me to talk about called Entropy, and the miner's only $15, and it's a way of mining a meme coin, Entropy. And we know meme coins, majority of them, life cycle is very, very short. And I personally have seen some people with some gorgeous wallets on here, but we're also a couple of weeks late now. Me, I'm telling you right now, I'm willing to get a $15 miner just for the hell of it, throw it off on the side, come back to it a month or two, see what I got, to cash out. I'm not that concerned with that. So, I don't know how to put all those options on the poll. Hey, I don't care if I have to spend $35 on a miner because the project is successful, or hey, I want to be able to ROI in 6 months on a $35 miner, but I'm willing to go 9 or 10 months on a $900 miner. You watch Voscoin, and look, I like Voscoin. Do not take this the wrong way. I cut my teeth mining years ago with GPU miners because of Voscoin. But I'm never going to spend 16 grand or 20 grand on a Bitmain ASIC miner. I bought ASIC miners in the past. I've had ZNet, or whatever it was called back then, G-Chain, was that Z, whatever, Xenon Mini, or I had the Xenon Big. I had Litecoin miners, had some Bitcoin miners. I ROI'd on them, but I also got them kind of early. But back then, what an ASIC miner cost, back then ain't what it costs now. I'm watching these Bitcoin miners and all these other ASIC miners and stuff. I'm watching these things go for like 16 and 20 grand. And then they're talking about, even with a good bull market, it taking a year plus to ROI. Now, think about it. You are making some very good money with that thing. I'm watching some of these, proposals of what they're talking about making $100 a day, $25 a day, $60 a day. That's darn good money, but you're still 25 grand in the hole on a device that could blow up, take some type of, power surge. And that's another question I got for y'all. If you know you were going to make $1,000 a day, would you still put the capital out to buy a $30,000 miner? That's a freaking car. but you know you're making $1,000 a day. But you're also taking a chance that a lightning strike comes that's not going to be under warranty, and it blows up. Because that's the kind of luck, and that's the stuff I got to think about. Are y'all contemplating that? So you can see how there's different ways of peeling that onion back, these different layers and stuff like that, different little rabbit holes you can go down. But you know, I'll be dead honest with you. I didn't really look at ROI too much until some of the recent projects, especially last year. And yet people like with the DeFly project start asking a lot of questions about when they had to put a $200 miner on an unknown project, what kind of ROI and that kind of stuff like that. And really got me thinking about the ROI and stuff. So I rambled on and on. Y'all know what I'm asking. Leave me some comments. Look for my video or my poll later on Twitter and on YouTube. Tell me what y'all think. If y'all think there needs to be different options up there, let me know. Tell me what y'all think about my new hat. Tell me if I think I need to start, you know, I'm actually got a ham radio show coming up in about 3 weeks, and I'm going to actually try to get a polo, because I'm a polo guy more than t-shirts. I wear t-shirts for this and what I'm usually going to the gym after, but when I'm going to different things like that, I like to wear at least a polo. I wear shorts with it, but I usually wear like a little button-up type polo style shirt, not polo, but polo style shirt. I'm thinking about getting that changed just a tad, tweaked a little bit, and putting that on there. And of course, Godfather and Golf's going to be on the back. Put Wing Bits on one side and Bit Harbor Studios on the other side. Hey, that's the guys that have been doing this. Got to support them. And you know, tell me what y'all think about the swag. We'll see what happens. I had somebody else mention me also because of some of the stuff I've been putting out as far as money wise, all these different things I'm trying out, doing subscriptions for my channel. I know there's a lot of people that do that, you know, $5 a month or something like that. I just don't see it. You know, yeah, would it help me out a little bit? Sure. I've been trying to build a computer at my house forever, but there's nothing I could offer really. That anything I find out, I'll tell y'all about. I'll tell y'all about it on Twitter. I'll tell y'all about it on here. You know, the biggest thing right now is just pass this channel on, get more people involved in it. Please try to join my Twitter. Help me out with that for now. You know, if y'all think a subscription for some reason would help, would be a good thing. I know, you know, I have a subscription actually to George, Cryptos R Us, just because he's helped me out with some stuff in the past, even answer some questions for me and stuff like that. And maybe one or two other channels, but I don't know. Y'all know I haven't really been doing this for the money, other than like the Amazon links and stuff like that. But I don't ever want to get accused of doing this for the money and that kind of stuff like that. So I don't know. Just different things I contemplate all the time. But I'm also strongly thinking about doing a live on Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Time. I haven't did one in a while because, like I said, there wasn't that many people attending it, but it always got a lot of views in the next day and stuff. Hundreds of views the next day, but the live only had 3 people in it. I was talking to myself. 1 or 2 guys would participate. I had some guys that would be there every week. I thanked them, but you know, I don't know. It might just be a chit chat session for an hour until my gym opens up, you know, with less people, and then we'll see. But as of right now, I'm gonna try to do a live on Thursday. If we get some kind of news, we'll discuss some news, not politics, because every time I discuss politics, no matter which name I mention, doesn't matter if it's even Roseanne Barr running for 3rd or 4th party nomination, I lose subscribers. So it won't be that, even if you state facts to people, they have issues with it. So I'll cut it out there. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna do a video tomorrow, depending on if anything happens, what kind of news comes up. But I know this video went way long. I apologize, but y'all used to it by now. So I'll try to put some chapters in this, but it's nothing. It's really just one long conversation about ROI. So I don't know how I'm gonna do a chapter with this. But again, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. That helps out YouTube channels more than y'all can realize. The thumbs up helps out more than anything else. So take a second for me, please. Hit that thumbs up. Even though y'all might not like all my horrible video, whatever, but effects and everything like that, make sure y'all please go and take a minute to hit the link underneath and subscribe to Twitter X, and I appreciate it. And I'll see y'all in the next video, whenever that is.